Let's speak now to the most successful coach in PBA history, Ginebra tactician, Coach Tim Cohn. Coach Tim, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Anton. Great to be on your show.
And thank you so much.
Something well.
Coach Tim, I was looking at the records. Is it really your 21st championship? I mean, because this is a really long list.
Yes, it's been 21. Actually, it's been 33 finals appearances. So I've won 21, but I've also lost 12. Not as good a record as Coach Leo's.
Coach Tim,
6-1, I think.
You're very kind. You're very gracious. This is the third championship with Ginebra. How different is this championship from the first two?
Well, I think that we in the other series, we came in kind of even, and in the other championships, kind of even, maybe even a little bit of a favorite. But in this championship, we were going up against San Miguel, which was such a great team. We were the decided underdogs. I don't think really anybody gave us much of a chance to win that series. And so that in itself made it very special that we were able to overcome all the naysayers and beat San Miguel. We were champions for a night. They are the perennial champions, but for one night we were the champions for a night.
Coach, what do you think you guys exploited from the San Miguel side? What were their weaknesses that you guys took advantage of? And what did you think you guys did so well in this series that you won the championship in 6 games?
Well, I think the strength of San Miguel revolves around Jumar Fajardo, and because we have the luxury of having Greg Slaughter on our team, we were able to neutralize him a little bit, not by limiting his numbers, but by not having to go down and double team him and collapse on him. And that allowed us to stay on the shooters of Marshall Lassiter and Alex Cabognot and Arlen Santos. And we were really able to account for those guys defensively. And so normally you're always hurt in and out with San Miguel, but we were able to, because we were able to handle the in one-on-one, we were able to take care of the out.
Coach Tim, I want to ask about Justin Brownlee. I saw him say on one of his interviews that if he called on to become the import of Ginebra once again, he would do it, even if it's forever. What's your reaction to that, and how much has Justin been a great fit to you guys?
No, we sent Justin home yesterday. He's no longer going to. No, I'm just kidding. No, forever is a great label, because as long as he's healthy and he's ready, willing to come back, and I told him after the championship that he is in the wrong league. He should be in the NBA. He should be starting for some team in the NBA. Mm-hmm. He's really that good, and he's really that coachable. He's a special guy and a special player. I just can't tell you how much he means to what we do and how he affects the way we play and the emotions of the players. He's really a special guy, and as long as he's, like I said, as long as he's healthy and as long as he wants to keep coming back, he's going to have a job with us. He's special.
Coach Tim, I want to ask you about another player, the finals MVP, Scotty Thompson. And I fondly remember about 3 years ago when you guys drafted Scotty, Coach Olsen Racela told me that you saw Johnny Abarrientos, some similarities between the Flying A and Scotty Thompson. Now that it's 3 years after you guys drafted him, how happy are you with the development of Scotty Thompson?
Well, yeah, I think those are apt comparisons, Johnny and Scotty. Not in necessarily the way they play. Johnny was a much smaller, more of a pure point guard player, and Scotty was is taller and almost plays like a power forward at times. There's not really the similarity in play, but the similarity of energy and attitude and instincts for the ball, all those things, and being a great teammate. and inspiring your teammates. Those are all the attributes of both those players. And I'm running out of superlatives for Scotty. I don't know what to say about him anymore. He's just, he's improving by leaps and bounds. He's shooting the ball better now. He's scoring the ball better, and that just adds to everything else that he does. He's really the complete package. I was calling Justin special. Scotty is just as special. And when you got special guys like that, you can do special things like win series you're not supposed to win.
Coach, I want to ask you about your offensive philosophy. You've always been known as a true triangle offense guy. And sometimes I read books and writers mention your name. Like, for one, Roland Lazenby, who wrote Michael Jordan, The Life, there was a paragraph there wherein he described you as a triangle offense guy, Tex Winter disciple. Do you still use that type of offense in the PBA? And how effective is it with the game of basketball evolving every year?
Well, I think the one thing people don't understand about the triangle is that the triangle evolves all the time. It's not a set offense. It's a read and react offense. So no matter what the defense throws at you, you're constantly adjusting. And so the triangle is very, very versatile. You can really do anything you want with it. It's a base offense and what you build from. And so we've done a lot of things with it. We've gone beyond the basics of the triangle and tried to build on top of it and try to adjust it to today's game. But the fundamentals of the offense are still very prevalent in what we do. Whenever I think about what we want to do, I think about, okay, how are we going to do this in the triangle? How are we going to accomplish this in the triangle? And so it's really a very big part of what we do, and the players know that. The players embrace it. And I just feel very fortunate that I got to learn it as a young man and then was able to meet Tex Winter later in life and was able to build on it as I got older. So, it's certainly the triangle, but I think it's more just, more our offense now as we tweak it and do different things with it.
Coach, for a final question, it's been almost 3 decades since you started your coaching career. You've coached for the Alaska franchise, you've coached for the Pure Foods franchise, now you're with Ginebra. What else do you want to achieve as a basketball coach, Coach Tim?
Well, I tell you, winning championships never gets old. It's such a satisfying feeling watching your players celebrate. It's a satisfying feeling watching them grow and get better and then realize a championship. There's just not a better feeling for a coach. And I enjoy the process of growth, and I feel like I grow every year as I watch these guys and I love watching these players learn and grow as well. So I don't try to set too many goals. I just try to continue the idea of growth and that's what pushes me. That's what keeps me going. Trying to continually get better and trying to continually make our players better and the team better. And again, watching the fans react the way they did in Game 6 and the noise and the loudness and just the energy was just that doesn't get old, and it's just you just want to keep going on it. I just want to say that with Ginebra, it's just been such a great feeling coaching Ginebra and having all that support. I just wish all coaches could have a chance to feel that specialness that it is that comes from being a coach of Ginebra.
Well, it definitely was a special night for you, Coach Tim. Enjoy the championship. Enjoy number 21. And thank you so much for the time.
No, my pleasure. And thanks for coming. Again, every time I get to be on your show, it means we did something good. So I enjoy being there.
Maraming salamat, Coach Tim. Good evening.
Good, yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Anton Rojas. For more sports updates, keep watching The Score and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's ABS-CBN Sports and Action.